Oh my gosh. I need to be careful. Hello. I am hoping that everything stays smooth. I don't know how long I'm going to be live. And sorry I had this cheese stick in my mouth. Click live chat. Okay, so I'm really wanting today. Hey, K2. How are you doing? Clarinda! K2, how are y'all doing tonight? I don't really want anything. I just really wanted to read some cards. And so I was like, oh, I'm going to go live. I ended up doing a little bit of what I needed to do today. Doing a lot better today. I'm so glad to hear that. How is Costa? You went to go pick him up last time. That was a while ago. I have my pepper jack cheese stick. I have a bottle of water. I don't think I've read for you in a while, Glenda. I have my witch's tarot because I've been filling these, and then I have. You have the flu? What? Do you really? Oh my gosh. Lavinia is there talking to the spirits in her room. Nonna. Talking to Nonna. I feel like there are some words that I'm going to say now with an accent. That's fine. Well, I hope you get to feeling better soon, Clarinda. I hope that, I hope that it doesn't affect work too much. And I recently saw, I feel like I haven't really talked to you in a minute. I recently saw that one of the states, provinces, one of the areas of Australia just got the bushfires put out. I can't remember which one, but it made me think of you. A week now. Oh, wow. Well, I'm glad that you're fully booked out. It's unfortunate that you're sick, but at least you got some business. How are you doing today, Clay, too? You said you're feeling better today. Ooh, what? Girl? Diarrhea. Diarrhea. Well, oh my gosh, what is going on? Yes. So this is like helpful rain, right? And not the rain that okay too. So like helpful rain and not the rain that was making it harder for them to put out the fires. How long has that been happening? That is crazy. But yeah, I didn't really have anything I wanted to do today. I'm not coming on with a plan. So oh, bananas are gross. Maybe I need to incorporate more of those. What card is this? The Page of Cups. There we go. I'm just trying to see if I can show these. Stops the runs. I'm gonna have to keep that in mind. Well, I don't like bananas, so I think I'd rather be running to the bathroom. Honestly, I'd rather run to the bathroom than eat a banana. But if I come across someone else who has the runs or diarrhea, I will let them know that bananas are good for that. You and me both. LOL. Okay, so yeah. All right, what card is this? Oh wow, Justice. The Four of Cups. Oh well, there's two. There's the Page of Wands and the Page of Swords. 2 pages. So now I know that 2 pages are children. And then they so swiftly. Oh, that's interesting. These don't mean anything. You did have nausea last night too. Is something going on, or is that just like part of the general whatever's going on right now? I guess we could just like catch up. We can just chat a little bit. Right? When's the last time I just chatted on here? That water is so good. So good. You have nausea. Oh, snap. And that's the new energy that you've been feeling coming towards you for a minute now, right? Was it since January? Was it before January? Well, that's not a good thing. And for some people it is. You think it was before January? Okay. I love pepper jack cheese. It's weird though. The Colby and pepper jack is spicier than the pepper jack. So wait, you like mozzarella? It's a pepper jack cheese stick, Clinda. It's Sargento. So like, oh, pepper jack, yeah. Let's see. Can you see that, or is it just white? You see the little spices in there? Maybe if I do this, would it balance out? Kinda. I don't know. Mm-hmm. You just had two cheese sticks. You made me hungry. Wait, I made you hungry, or the new person made you hungry? How is everything going? There's a lot going on right now. I think that might be an ambulance. And prayers for them. Oh, gotcha. I just want to like pull cards. I just want to touch them. What is this? I've been seeing this card so much. Now I can't even read it because the quality of my webcam is so bad. This is Caring Connections. I've been seeing that card a lot. Yeah, that's why I said it. I could hear it because it was a little further out. Gotcha. Yeah. Ooh, it's a twin flame journey. Why'd you put WTH? Oh. Oh, because the card. Duh. I was like, wait, what's going on? Oh, another one. I'll take this one. Is this the bottom card? No, it's the card next to the bottom. Is this an Archangel? Sixth chakra, Archangel Metatron. That's the third eye. And the third eye is all about seeing the truth behind things, seeing things for what they are rather than what they appear to be. And then the last card will be this one. Hostilities. I've been seeing this card a lot too. But it's been coming out in reverse lately. Hostilities. Hostilities in reverse. Hey, Miyoshi. I'm not doing anything tonight. I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing. I ended up pulling some cards earlier, and they were so interesting. Like, they told a whole little story. On the bottom of the deck is the garden and the gate. Much better recorder than reader, I'll say. Because like if you give me the cards and you let me write the message, they get so deep because there's so many layers to them. And so that's what I did earlier today because I was talking to my buddy, right? And he said something and it reminded me of the Ace of Cups. And so I pulled out the card to show him what it looked like. And I was like, oh, well, I have these out. Do you want a card? And he was like, sure. And then I was like, oof, well, while I had these out, I think I might take a card. And I took a card and then I looked on the bottom of the deck. The card I got was the Nine of Cups. And then I was like, the sun is on the bottom of the deck. And then I looked at the bottom of the deck and the sun was on the bottom of the deck. And then I looked at a few other cards and the way that they came out was just very interesting. Where did this card go? Hold on. Why do they always fall on the floor? And then there was a whole story. Is this the Angel of Love? It is. The Angel of Love just came out upright. She fell on the floor though, so I don't know. Anyway, let me catch up. Hello, everyone, and welcome in. Oh, wow. Yours is buffering? If it buffers too much, I might hop off because my mom is actually live in the other room right now. And I don't want to disrupt her quality. So if she says something about it, then I'm going to have to go. But yeah, it's been a hot minute. It's been a minute game that we played like yesterday. I was thinking about it. I didn't end up going to the gym today, which I didn't really mind because I wanted to sleep in, but hopefully let's go tomorrow. Yours keeps buffering. Okay. Cards just keep coming out. I just don't fall out. It is? Okay. Well, if it gets too bad, I'll just shut it down. It kind of sort of is what it is. So yeah, thank y'all for being here, even though it's buffering a lot. Left on the bottom of the deck now. Girl, I'm so over these cards. K2, I blame you. This is the door to romance. Now the door to romance is here. These cards are feeling it today. Let's see. There's a lot of stuff on the table. Oh, wow. These came out crossed. So we have the man holding a heart crossed by hostilities. This is interesting. So I think there's some dude who might have had feelings in the past, feelings that he ain't necessarily over right now. And he might be Bloomin' Rose. Hey, what up? What's up? What up, Bloomin' Rose? Mercury is officially in Aquarius now. For all of those who are interested, Mercury is in Aquarius. I repeat, Mercury has gone up for air and is no longer in Pisces. It is going to be taking a big breath before it dives back underwater. How are you doing tonight? Oh, and Zelda. Hey. Wow. How are y'all doing tonight? I actually don't have anything planned at all tonight. So thank you all for being here. I don't know what I'm going to do. Not cutting out, just buffering. Okay. All right. Yeah, Aquarius. That reminded me. We got the crew up in here tonight, right? And I don't even have anything to say. Worried about your love life. How's the new job going, though, Zelda? Well, a man holding a heart just came out with hostilities, and they literally fell out like this. Like there's this man holding a heart, but then hostilities is in front of him. So I don't know if That could be anything. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, I do love piles. I do love piles. Okay. So let's make this interactive. I do want to start with all of these upright. Wait, what was this? So this was, I think this is another angel. No, seventh chakra archangel Uriel. So we got the crown chakra came out with envy. I think the crown chakra was in reverse though. Envy was upright. So we got envy and hostilities. And then all of these cards, I'll read them like this and then I'll turn them upright. Deceit is in reverse. Financial constraints is in reverse. Somebody's getting freed. Strategy is in reverse. And the door to value is in reverse. And adjacent possibilities is in reverse. That was a lot of stuff in reverse. But I'm going to take it as it's almost like, the energy of once one thing starts to improve or get better, then the people who would be interested in you suffering because they gain, either they don't like to see you thrive, or it's like when you're down, then you're more likely to put up with them in some kind of way. And so it's like financial constraints in reverse and all of this other stuff is in reverse. But then you got someone or something that isn't a fan. And that could also be you, right? I think sometimes that's why we start to self-sabotage. I know I used to do that all the time. If ever something started going too well, then I would like sabotage it because I was like, well, I'd rather ruin it than something else happen outside of my control. Or maybe not. Take it as it resonates. Okay. You were in nature all day. This girl is grounded. I actually went outside today. I go outside. I've been getting 10 minutes a day because that's something that I've discovered I need to do. Ooh. Okay, hostilities. All right. It's something that I discovered I need to do. I have been slacking on my meditations. But I was putting my socks on, and for some reason, my left sock I could not put on right. It's like every time I put the sock on, the heel of the sock was like opposite. And I was like, I literally just turned it so the heel would be at the back of the sock, but now the heel is at the front again. So then I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll just go outside barefoot. And so I put my feet in the ground earlier and I had a bottle of water. And I was like, you know what? It's winter time. I was like, Mother Earth is a little thirsty. So I'll give her some water. I gave the sun some breath. I participated in that exchange. And then I had my bottle uncapped, right? And the wind was blowing. So it was almost like the wind was speaking to me through my bottle. And I was like, wow, this is interesting. And it felt good. You got to go. All right. See ya. Thanks for stopping in. I hope everything goes well for you and things improve. Oh, Clorinda. Oh, wow. Yes. Send pictures. I'm struggling. I am so sorry. Not struggling. Get to work on that wedding cake. The job is going really well. It just doesn't pay as much as you thought. Oh, yeah. Free me. Clarendon. Okay. You have a hard time speaking today. I have a hard time speaking like every day. That's my Mercury. Barefoot. Is that like wine? They do have barefoot wine, don't they? I almost got some wine. I didn't almost get wine the other day, but I said I was going to get wine the other day. I probably should have got some wine that day. Not probably should have because I don't need it, but I can't do wet soil. And you did photography all day. Oh, snap. Blue man. You were putting up your security camera in your socks. Everyone is like getting, yeah, barefoot wine is really good. Okay, K2. I might have to try some. I will give you one for your love life, Zelda. Let's see what comes out. For Zelda's, okay. Love life. Anything else? Because that came out really quickly. Nope, just that. Okay. Just this. You have the door to personal healing and happiness. So this is telling me that there might be some things within you that you need to do before you can really come into a relationship that is satisfying and fulfilling. And then left on the bottom of the deck is the woman holding a coin. Um, that's interesting. That could be like it might be someone you work with. But I think also it's maybe that's learning like to value yourself a little bit more. So that if you come across someone who doesn't value you with that door to personal healing and happiness, you would walk away from it. I don't know if you experience cycles of partners who don't appreciate or value you and then end up kind of like manipulative or just using you. Um, but yeah, the door to personal happiness and healing is the one that came out. Yeah, and then once you do that, then like the right thing will come in. Um, and that's something I've been like, because I've been like asking myself lately, like, how do I like love myself? Like, how can I show myself that I love me? What can I do for me that's like, I love you, Patrick? You know what I mean? Because I can do a lot of stuff for other people. And it's not that I don't have self love, but I just want to express it to myself more. Anxiety. Why did anxiety come out? Ooh, maybe it's some stuff that I ain't thinking about because I don't want to think about it. Or maybe it's stuff that I actually need to do. Like stop procrastinating. I can show myself I love myself by doing the work now before I stress out about it later. Maybe, I don't know. No problem. Do something you're passionate about every day. Ooh. Yeah, I am doing that, Miyoshi. And like, I guess that is one way. But like something like fun. Ooh, the other life is ending, so mine might be beginning. Was that Clorinda? Oh, if this is a picture. Oh, it wasn't Clorinda. um, okay, Zelda. Yeah, that's some stuff that I'm doing, but maybe I will get more into like hobbies and passion things because I've been hearing like that lately too. And I think in Chad's like, is this message for you video? He said something about that, and he actually said that something to me about it the other day too. Um, and maybe I'll like. I've been meaning to crochet my grandmother a scarf, and I have the yarn up there, and so maybe that's what I'll do. I can show me that I love myself by spending time doing something for someone else. Because I think that's one thing that I didn't necessarily do enough of in the past is show the people that I love how much I care about and appreciate them. So you do need some fun. I need some fun too, girl. I'm gonna do all of these upright. I have 3 decks out. I want 4. I have tarot and 2 oracles. I feel like I need more tarot cards. Okay. I don't know how I've been feeling about these lately, but I will pull them. I did really like them the other day, so they're not terrible. And it's not the Archangel Power cards. I'm digging in the box. Forgive me, y'all. You need to get back to doing stuff for yourself. Amen. Yes. Yes. And ow. Ooh, I got like this something in my back. Oh, here it is. Okay, so I'm going to do 4 piles. So you can choose either 1, 2, 3, or 4. Or maybe pick what you need from each. 3 and 4. Pick one, pick what you need from each. Mix, match, mix, mash, mix and mash. Let's see. Oh, I don't think these are all upright. I want to read everything upright today. I don't know why, but I'm just feeling it. So I'm going to be using the Mystic Mondays Tarot, the Witch's Tarot, the Mirror Truth Lenormand cards, and the Energy Oracle cards. Ooh, the High Priestess just came out. High Priestess says, this is a good idea. We're about to deliver some truths. I'm like, yes, sis. So I want to do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. Give me 1 second. I want to have 7 cards because I like the number 7. And I'm going to have 2 of those. So that's 5 cards between 3 piles. So 1, 2, 7. That's how I got it. So sure, that's what we'll do. So I'm going to do one of these. Give me 1 second to get these ready. Ah, this is easy. Oh, yes. And then this will be 4. So this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Left on the bottom of the deck is the Chariot in reverse. We just saw this card the other day. What's left on the top? The 5, no, the 8 of Cups in reverse. Okay, that's interesting. I don't like that, so I guess I'm going to shuffle again and see what's on the bottom now. On the bottom now is the Knight of Swords. I've been seeing the Knight of Swords quite a bit lately, too. Knight of Swords says it is what it is. The truth is the truth, and it ain't going to change. Okay. Poetry, and you brought for a pen club you're in. Oh, y'all here like talking. Somebody chose 1. Oh, snap. Oh, you do photography, get facials, rose baths. How did I miss that comment earlier? I saw literally the comment before it and the comment after it. I don't know how I missed that. I do kind of want to write a little bit more. Okay. I'm going to put one of those up top. So then I'll get these. I was going to say give me 2 for pile 1. Oh, whoa. Okay. This is one reason why it's like I create spreads not extremely intentionally, but very intentionally. The number of cards I use in a spread, the intention I assign to each number, the way that they add up in different lines within the spread. And then I actually sit down to do them and I'm like, I'm getting extra cards. And I'm like, oh, like you're messing up the flow of this energetically. Okay, give me 2 for 2, please. Oh, there's 1. Oh, ooh, okay. Refreshing. You were in thought. Oh, yeah. And there's the second card. Ooh, I didn't see that one. Okay, I'll give it 3. All right, now give me 2 for 2, 2 for 3, 3 for 2, 2 for 3. Ooh, well, there's 1. Oh, wow. Okay. Ooh, ooh, oh. Oh my gosh. I'll give this one a 3. Man, how many is this? I'm not giving all those to 3. But I think 3 is going to get 1 more. I'll give it 3 shuffles. Give me 1 more for 3. If 3 needs something else, that almost came out. 1 more for 3. Okay, there it is. Oh my gosh. 2 for 2, 4 for 4, 5 for 5. You actually write articles for the group. And it's sent worldwide. Oh, snap. Well, Blooming Rose, I was reading that. And the ring came out, the book came out, the lily came out, and the child came out. And you said it was a fan club, so that's really interesting. But have you been in this fan club for a minute? Like for a long time? Because the ring signifies commitment. And with the child here, I feel like these are both very like long-term energies. And then you have the lily in the book. And it's almost like flowers between pressed pages. So it could be like something that's precious to you. Oh, 2 years? Okay. I don't know. Do we recommend any good sites? I can't personally. The lily came out again. Maybe the lily's like, you ain't read me right. Lilies are like, look how pure those are. And it's going home. I don't know. But it is precious. Got you. For blogging, WordPress is one that I think I've seen people use a lot. WordPress, maybe. I've never used one personally, so I wouldn't be able to say. Okay, let's do one of these. Number 4 said, no, we want a whole thing. Number 4 said, you're going to focus on us. Wait, what is this? The tower. The tower has just been chilling. I don't even know when the tower came out. Okay, I didn't ask for 4 yet, but let's see. Is this something clarifying the tower? The tower with the house. Princess vibes. That's a Disney princess. Princess locked up in a tower, but the tower has become your home. Isn't that something? When we get comfortable in situations that we know aren't good for us, with the rod and the rider in reverse, it's almost like if we really made up our minds, we could be out of it in an instant. But since we're so comfortable in our misery, even though it is suffering to a degree that we don't want to continue to put up with, it's what we know. And so we don't leave, even though we want to. Just jump. Oh, Bloomin' Rose. She said, just jump. Get out, sis. Okay. Now, 2 for 4, please. Give me 2 for 4. This is taking longer than I thought it would. All right, there's 1. Oof, interesting. Who chose 4? Oh, and there's the second one. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, okay, well. So next, I kind of want to do this different now. Yeah, I do. This is going to be more than 3 cards, but that's fine because it's already more than 7. So, hey, this will be for pot 1. Come on, shuffle, shuffle. Thank you. This will be for power 1. These come off the top. Oh, goodness. This is my all upright deck. And I thought I shuffled it the wrong way, but I didn't. So that's interesting. Okay, there we go. And then we'll 1, 2, 3. And this is how I'm going to do these. This is going to end up being quite a lengthy video. So, power 1 is done. Oop, okay. The whole deck just fell on the floor. The only 2 cards I have left in my hand. I have Financial Constraints and the Healer of the Ages upright. Healer of the Ages upright and Financial Constraints. Everything else is on the floor. After I took the time to make sure everything in this deck was upright. So, goodness. Your stomach is already acting up. Oh no, K2. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Did everything have to fall on the floor though? Like every single card? Okay, luckily a lot of these are still upright. So anything in reverse is supposed to be in reverse. Oh wow. And I see them too. Okay. All right. I'll do it. Faulty foundation, so we have to build again. Okay. I'm just gonna get the general consensus of what's upright. So there's only gonna be like 4 cards in reverse. Watch all 4 of them come out for pile 2. That would be interesting. Okay. There we go. Ooh. Nope. Boop 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 doo 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 doo. Page of Swords. Oof. Goodness. That's interesting. Oh. I don't think anybody chose 2 though, did they? If you did, don't say anything. I don't think you want to out yourself if you chose pile 2. Let me stop. I'm just kidding. Pile 2 can be fine. If somebody watches this back and you chose 2 before, don't change 2 just because I just said whatever I just said, because what do I know? I don't know most of these cards. And there could always be whatever. Okay. So these are for pile 2. Man, why am I making this longer for myself? Okay, let's not fall on the floor again. That would be grand. It's been that not being able to talk again. Oof. I can't even type. Good thing I didn't pick that pile. Nope. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. Is it this? No, it's not. Okay. Do 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 do. Do you know what card I thought it was? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 1. I feel like I should be entertaining in some manner or some way right now. But y'all's chatting. What is the one thing that like y'all are excited for to be happening this coming spring? Or like something that you've been like something that you feel coming or something? I don't know. I'm excited to start working so I can start making money. So I can buy cards and pay bills. What? Hold on, wait. Oh. This is confusing me. So here's a short intermission. So I see these two cards, right? It's the Four of Swords and the Eight of Wands. And I'm like, what? What does that mean? Because this is like quick movement. But then this is like resting. And then I see the Nine of Swords. And I'm like, wait. Because then like there's this contradiction here. And this contradiction here. And I'm just like, what? Work. And travel, yes. Flowers blooming and travel, yes. I want some travel too. More sunlight for charging, yes. I'm actually really excited about sunlight. Are we stopping or are we going? Are we staying up or are we at? Oh. This is like zombie energy. It's like when you can't sleep at night, and so in the morning you're just like, It's like you stayed up all night, so then you're like super sluggish the next day. That's what this is. So someone's about to get a double shot of espresso. Maybe because the sun is coming out. Get up and leave that crap behind. Amen. After resting in the swords of life, energy of rebirth. Yes, rebirth, renewal, re-energizing, reinstituting. I don't know what's being reinstituted or reinstituted. I think there's going to be this healthy cycle that's going to come back. It's like, this worked before. I don't know why we ever stopped doing this. And somebody else was like, yeah, maybe a contract ran out or something. And so somebody wanted to try something else. And then you're like, yeah, no, this isn't great. We should have just renewed the contract. Like what we had before worked. At the university I went to and worked at, I wish they had did that a little bit more often. Well, I take it back. I don't know. Okay. These are for pile 3. Pile 3. How do you say pile? Matsu? Matsu. Yotsu. Yo, something. Yo ho ho, he ate about it, gum gum. Gago. I've been watching anime again. The Contract. That's my pile, lol. Oh, it ran out. Read everything. Nice. Laughter is good for the soul. I'm glad to hear that you laughed today. Oh, nice. Justice did come out earlier. Yin and yang. When it's upright, this is about the yin cycle. I know because I just read it. When upright, this is about the yin cycle. And the yin cycle is all about receiving. The yin cycle is also the feminine, right? Right? Yeah. And we're heading into this feminine time of rebirth and renewal and life coming back, because spring, the days are getting longer, the sun is shining brighter. Receive it. Is that a clue? So I think we're supposed to be finding a peace, a balance between. It's like we want to work and we want to move, but we don't want to be overworked to the point where it's like, we're losing sleep, because ultimately we want to be present, whole, centered, and focused. Here's one of these in reverse cards. Envy came out in reverse. Envious no mo. I should have left that in reverse. Why did I just put that up right? This is for pile 4. I'm sorry. But with the 4 of swords in between the 9 of swords and the 8 of wands, it's like things are moving rapidly. Things are moving quickly. So I think there's going to be some kind of balance that we're supposed to be maintaining within ourselves as things kind of sort of shift and move. Okay, I'm just going to go with it. I'm just going to go with it. You have one more episode of AOT season 3 left. Was I think season 4 is the one that just came out, right? Season 3, I'm trying to remember. That was season 1 or 2. Yeah, I was gonna say, a lot of people say wait until we're not in retrograde for legal matters. We all flowing and blowing. We easy going. We get where we need to when we need to be there. Like a coconut down the river, flowing and blowing in the wind, riding waves. Yeah. I didn't realize how heavy February and January were until March 1 rolled around. And I was like, whoa, I feel like I'm actually alive. Like I can breathe, like fresh air. What? Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Let me stop. Okay, all right. What's this? And then I'll be done. Is this storm warning? This is storm warning. Storm warning. Ramp, 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 ramp. I heard the sirens yesterday, and I'm like, wait, are those on Tuesday or Saturday? And I was like, it is the first week of the month, and I think it is approximately 10 o'clock a.m. So they're probably just a test. I've been shuffling these forever. Okay. All right, I'm cutting and we're getting a 4. If you chose pile 4, you might be a procrastinator like me. 4 is my pile because I procrastinated. 4 is my pile. Okay, I accept it. Let me stop. Maybe not. Oh my gosh. I just lost the whole deck almost. Oh, Page of Wands. Interesting. I thought it was I thought it was the Eight of Cups for a second. Then the Page of Swords. 2 pages again. Maybe children. That was Justice. That's what came out. Yeah, it was. Was that? No, K2, you've been here since the beginning, I think. Because Justice came. Excuse me, Justice came out, something else came out, and then 2 pages came out. I think it was the Page of Swords and the Page of Wands. And I was like, oh, 2 pages, that might be children. Let's see who this. Are you my mummy? She is working. She's a workhorse. One second, y'all. I'm sorry. Oof. Okay. For pile 4, I'm going to give you a little something extra, pile 4, because you've been so patient. And the extra is here. That's interesting. Okay. Hey, Zelda. Welcome back. Hey, but I am so tired. I could use a good 5 hours of sleep, honestly. I mean, 5 hours of sleep before I go to sleep. All right. Now we're ready to move. Now I got to go to the restroom. Oof, I've been talking for so long. I've been stalling. I've been procrastinating. Procrastination. Procrastinating, the presentating. Something that you want to present to somebody, maybe, with that Page of Wands. Something that you're really passionate about that you want somebody else to be really passionate about, so you can be passionate about it together, so y'all can like get to work. Ba, ba, ba. Boo, boo, boo. Boo, boo, boo. Left on the bottom of the deck is the Angel of Strength. The Angel of Strength. Yes. The Angel of Power. But also, little known fact, the Angel of Grace and the Angel of Mercy. Because that's the part of true strength, right? Because truth strength, like if we're talking about a 5 of swords, that's not necessarily true strength. Because true strength, I mean, the 5 of swords is the strength that would like have you beat up on somebody who, like, that's the Knight of Wands, right? It's like just because you can do it, should you? Like if you're a bully, that's not true strength. Sorry, if you're punching down at people, if you're like you think that you're whatever because you're the best, but you know you're a college grad in a class of kindergartners and you intentionally set up the board that way, then it's like, okay, well, you know what I mean? Anyway, I don't know what that was about. Sleep at 6. At 6? And he's going to be asleep all night? Oh my gosh. We don't need no extra. What do you want to see? I think we need to do a meet and greet. Oof, I need some meet and greet money. Let me stop. I have meet and greet money. I am fortunate and thankful and blessed that there are folks in my life who I want to meet and greet. And I am appreciative of the space that I am in, for I lack nothing that I need in this moment right now. In this exact moment right now, I don't need anything that I don't have. So I'm thankful for that. Okay. I think I'll come back up. Yes. Ooh, nice, K2. Get to work. Get the choo choo train. I've been I've been I replaced the muscle emoji with the train emoji today because that's where we're going now. Wow, I didn't think I would be doing this. Oh, starting with pal number one. We have the magician in reverse. The magician in reverse is the person who has all of the tools that they need, but either A, they don't realize it, or they don't know how to use them. It's like you have all the pieces, but you don't necessarily know how they fit together. And sometimes it's a little bit of trial and error. Um, because it's like, yeah, you could be given the answer, but the magician is a creator and it's a creative process. And when you learn how to use the tools yourself, it's like if you teach yourself something through the process of struggling through it, you know what it isn't intended for, right? Now, if someone just told you this isn't for this isn't for that, this isn't for this, you would never use it for those things. But if you don't know what it's for and you try it, you find out that it's not for A, but since you tried it, if someone ever asks you, hey, how do you make A? You go, well, I tried when I was figuring this out, I tried to do A with it and it didn't work. But if I use this with that, I could probably get A. And then you find out you get A. But if you had listened to someone else tell you how to do it, you would have never tried to get A in the first place. And so it's like you're where you need to be. You have what you need. And it's part of the creative process. I'll say that. Where am I located in the United States of America? I ain't trying to put my address out there. I'm in Illinois, the heart of America, right in the center of the Midwest, Illinois. By the rivers gently flowing, Illinois, Illinois. Over the prairies verdant growing, Illinois, Illinois. Comes an echo over the breeze, rustling through those leafy trees, and its mellow tones are these, Illinois, Illinois. And its mellow tones are these, Illinois. Okay, all right. Ooh, where did that come from? I'm sorry. I speak them affirmations at. Tell me what my grandmother, sweet lady. We went to Walmart and we were going to Planet Fitness after Walmart, and it was we already only had like an hour, and then she coming and somebody else is coming with her. I'm like, who is this? And so we taking this man, Brother Dean was his name. We took him. Well, he lived on the way to Planet Fitness, but we dropped him off, and then he was getting out, and she was like, I'm like, this man is older than you is, and you atting him like he's a child. Hello. Okay. Oh my gosh, Clarinda. Well, you caught it. So, so. That's why we have towers. But with the Lenormands, we have the tree in the heart. This is interesting. I think this is like a love that lasts forever. And look, the heart is made out of trees. Look at that. This is Alcmene and what was his name? Oh, I think it was Alcmene, and it starts with a P. But in mythology, there was an old couple, and this in my family, and it's a thing. I've heard it since I've grown up. It's like you always want to be nice to people because you never know when you're entertaining an angel, right? And you don't want to treat a highly divine being in a manner that you end up like the beast from Beauty and the Beast. Um, but Alcmene and I can't remember his name. I think it was them. They were an old couple who didn't have much. and there was a god who was going around disguised as a beggar, and he was going around. I think it might have been Zeus. He was going around in disguise from house to house looking for someone to put them up for the night, and everyone turned them away. And then this old couple who had been together forever took him in, and even though they didn't have much food, they fed him. And every time they stuck the ladle into the pot, it's like every time they emptied the pot, it would be filled. And the god was so appreciative of that he turned them after they passed. They got turned into trees that were entwined at the branches and entwined at the root. So they were together forever. And then we have this magician here, right? So I feel like it's almost this energy of like maybe there was a situation or a point in time in your life where you didn't know how you were going to make ends meet, and you didn't think that you had something to give to a situation, but you gave anyway. And it's like the more you gave, the more fulfilled you were. And it's just like with love. It's like the more you give, the more you get, right? And so there's almost like this lifetime of blessings. I think it really hit your good karmic stores in a great way. And I think some of those fruits might be starting to come into fruition. Some of those fruits may be about to blossom. And things are about to, excuse me, things are about to turn around because you were good or kind in a situation, in a scenario that you didn't really have to be. Well, it's not that you didn't have to be, but I don't know. You may have been nice or kind to someone in an unexpected way, and maybe they're about to come into something, and as they come into it, they're going to remember you and they're going to help you out or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. We still on pile one, Miyoshi girl. Oh, we still on pile one. I love that movie. What movie? Fondant not working. Oh, with the humidity. Oh no. Hopefully you don't have to have that done like tonight. Okay, Miyoshi. Hercules? So who was being read? Okay, we're doing piles, Clorinda. We got piles 1 through 4. And I'm like 3 cards deep into pile 1. And it's already been an hour. Oh my gosh. Okay. So let's just keep it moving. Oh, I'm dumb. I'm like, why do I only have one Lenormand card? Because the other 2 are on the table. Oh, Beauty and the Beast. Okay, got you, K2. All right. So, Miyoshi. So here's the 3rd card. We have the Sun, which is interesting. So maybe also there's something that you've been tending to. There's something that you've been tending to for a long time, And maybe you didn't think it would bear fruit or it didn't look like it would bear fruit, but you've tended to it anyway. And since you've poured love and attention into it, and since you have refused to shade it or let anyone else cast shade on it, like you may have had moments when you doubted a little bit, but ultimately you stayed faithful and you stayed true because you've given that. Now, maybe that's the reason why it's going to bear fruit. It's almost like this is something that you knew would work out, something that you knew would pan out. Even with this strength card, hey, this is sun energy again, right? Because strength, Leo, the sun rules Leo. Because you stayed strong, because you held fast in your faith, because you knew what it was going to be, even when other people didn't necessarily know what it was going to be. But now everyone's going to see what it is. And they're gonna be like, wow, like you weren't crazy, like you actually knew what you were doing. And you're gonna be like, yeah, I did. But have fun doing whatever you're doing. I'll take it. Okay, let me try to speed this up a little bit. So then we have community. Okay, so maybe you have a supportive community. Maybe you've had a community of support. And that's something that I also mentioned before. It's almost like you did something for someone and they're going to remember that. Or someone did something for you and maybe they'll come back around and ask you for something and you'll be able to help them out. Right? Next, we have walking away. Walking away clarified by the Empress. Wow. I think this is just like things. Oh, you have the Magician and the Empress. This is heavy manifestation energy, right? But it's almost like there's this element of self love and self care. And with the Empress, she's pregnant, right? And with this heart, with this sun, with this tree, with all of the love and all of the care, maybe there's something that is like a project that you're working on potentially that is so precious to you, it's almost like a child, and you would do anything to protect it and to see it thrive and to see it flourish, including walking away from some people who didn't serve you. And maybe some of these people thought, like, wow, you're really going to walk out on me right now after everything I've done. The reason why I pulled three is because these are a little bit more potentially general to give it like different areas to fall into. Or it could be all one cohesive story. Um, but it's like you're like, wow, you're really gonna walk away from me after everything I did for you, after I did this, after I did that. And then you might turn around and be like, you know what? If I really think about what you did for me and what you've done for me, like, do you want to know what you've actually done for me? Because I could tell you. And it isn't whatever you think that you've been doing. And that's why I'm leaving. Um, I think there's this, it's like you care enough about yourself and the things that you protect that you walk away from situations, even if it's painful. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, you know that if if the soil ain't right, if the plant's not getting enough sun, if it's being stressed out because you're stressed out, like plants get stressed too, right? And you know the longevity of whatever it is that you're trying to give birth to. Like you want it to live a long life and like be happy, right? And so I think there's this strength that comes in there. And then maybe part of the reason why you don't necessarily know what to do with these tools is because the it wasn't time for you to fully use them in their complete capacity yet. With this card, did I even show the Empress or did I just put it down? Here's the Empress. Green, heart space, heart, the tree, green, the heart, literally the heart, green, the heart. Lots of heart, excuse me, and fire. Solar plexus. This is the door to spirit. Yes, I love it. Your efforts have not been in vain. And with this King of Wands, it's just like you really did that. Pile one. When things got tough, you stayed true to what you knew would work out best for you. And you acted in your highest interest, but not in a selfish way, in a way that, like, the people who don't know how to appreciate you don't get access to you. They don't get that privilege, and why would they? Right? So that's what I got for you, Pile One. I feel like I wrapped that up a little bit abruptly, but it did take me a minute. And it's now, yeah. So there you go, Pile One. That's right. Bingo. Amen. I'll take it. I hope that resonated for you, Pile One. On to Pile Two. We're starting with the Hierophant. This is interesting. Hierophant energy, that's Taurian, right?
Taurus is ruled by Venus, and Venus is the Empress. So, with the Hierophant, there's a commitment and you carry things to term. With this eye up here, I feel like there's this new way of doing things where you can proceed from a place of higher perspective and truth. Um, and it's like, how does the food pyramid work? The things at the top of the food pyramid you eat the least of, and the things at the bottom you need the most? Or is it the other way around? Getting your son in bed, you'll be back. Okay, Bloomin' Rose. The one no one took, LOL. The one, like, sometimes the one that people don't take can be the best one. I've noticed that sometimes. If ever I have to pick and I notice someone isn't picking a pile, I'm like, that's the good one. That's the best one. That's the winner because nobody picked it. But there's like this commitment to do things in a better way, in a way that aligns more with how you want them to be done and how you want to be seen and how you want to be perceived with that eye up there. Because I feel like you're beginning to realize what's actually important. And what's important isn't the house that you live in, but it's the foundation that it's built on. Because you can have like really good insurance, but if your house doesn't have a solid foundation, or if the foundation of your house gets damaged, then it's going to be worth a lot more hassle than what it is. And they're going to be like, sorry, you do have good insurance, but we'd rather pay for you to just move because there's too much damage to this for it to be recoverable. So we can give you money towards it if you want to recover it, but we're not going to cover this completely. But if you have a good foundation, it's like, if you lose a roof, if a tree falls, you can build that. You can fix it more easily than you could rebuilding a house from the foundation up. Hey, Zelda. No problem, Zelda. Have a great night. I hope work eases up on you a little bit. And all the best with your love life. Now I have to go to the restroom. This is restroom. Oh, snap. So wait, you can tell me then, K2, is the top of the pyramid like what you eat the least of? Where are the sugars and the fats? Are they at the top or the bottom? I feel like the bottom of the pyramid should be what you have the most of. Okay, so then next we have the bear and the snake in reverse, but I don't read my Lone Mormons in reverse. I only read them upright. So we have the bear and the snake. I think something has been slow. Something has been really slow, deceptively slow. You didn't think this thing was moving, but it has been moving and it's about to take off. And I hope that you are buckled up because if you're resonating with the new foundation, the foundation that you've recently built, the foundation that you're sticking to, going by the truth of a situation rather than the mask it wears, then it's like things are about to come out of hibernation and you're going to be ready for it. Hopefully. And if not, then this snake might catch you by surprise. But fun fact, reptilians, snakes, are cold-blooded, so they would not fare well in this icy tundra. They'd probably die. So maybe you gave a snake the cold shoulder and you thought it was dead. But when things warm up, it's about to come out of hibernation. Maybe not. Oh, what is this? Oh, I have my first energy oracle card in reverse. Wow, we just saw the sun, but now it's in reverse. I have the sun in reverse in the energy oracle card. You can't see this. Let's see. Is that any better, or did I just drown it out? Nah, you can. There we go. That's better-ish. It is what it is. It's the sun in reverse. With this, with the bear Because the first thing I saw on the bear was this icy landscape. And with the sun in reverse, it's like it isn't that it's necessarily bad. It was just it's a season. It speaks to seasons and cycles. So although you've been moving, it's like you've been reestablishing your foundation and you've been moving on this new foundation. And as you've been moving with this new foundation, you could have come across. I apologize for the appearance of this card. Love the accent. Thank you, Clarinda. I couldn't keep it up. Did you know that frogs eat snakes? What? I did not know that. I know that mongoose, get a mongoose and a snake, they don't get along. I didn't know frogs eat snakes though. That is interesting. We have this Ten of Cups right here. So maybe you were in a period where things were kind of icy, things were slow, you were hibernating, you weren't fully, completely being who you know you could be because you were yourself in this period of molting, right? I think there could have been some past trauma and some past hurt and some past pain that you had been hanging on to for a long time. So you turned a little venomous. Um, but with that Hierophant, it's like you you recognize the weak points and the structural integrity of your foundation, and you recognize the causes of what made those points weak points. You address those. You took the venom out of the snake, right? First you take the venom out of the snake, and then there's this period of readjustment, and it's like now you're coming out of this cave, you're realizing that even though it has been really cold, the sun has always been there. Because if the sun wasn't there, you would have frozen. You would have died. You would have died if there was no sun. Like it's cold, but you know, you can it's daytime obviously in this picture, so there's some sun somewhere. And the snow catches sunlight. The snow reflects all of the light, right? So it's like even if you couldn't see the sun directly, there have been things in your life, good things that you can look back on now and you can say, wow, that time was tough, but I had this, I had that, I had this. This person came into my life. This person helped me do this. Like I've been looked after and cared for this whole time. Mm, take it as it resonates. But maybe, welcome back. Maybe, wow. See, that's why I love homework. That's why I'm not going to complain when I have to help my kids with their homework because I'm excited to learn facts like that too. Oh, snap. Is she dropping jewels? Um, this could be somebody coming out of the friend zone potentially. This could be someone who was in your life who's been like a really good person, the friend zone, who's been a really good person. And now that you're in a space where you can perceive and appreciate true love, you can see that it's like who's really had your back. Maybe this isn't about like a lover. It's just like you're in this space where you can perceive who's really had your back and you're ready to move forward with a more open heart. You're open to this energy now with this 10 of cups. Oh, followed by the 10 of wands. Well, what's the card for this one? Appreciation. Okay. All right. 10 of wands and appreciation. So I think, you know, like I was saying, if you look back and if you think on all the times, it's like there were times and moments when you can recognize that you weren't completely in the dark, that someone was looking out for you. Maybe some angels, maybe God, source, creator, spirit, whatever you call it, whatever label you get. The great mystery, that's the most recent one I've heard. But it's like you've been looked after and you've been cared for this whole time. And things were tough, but it wasn't without purpose. And once you begin to see the purpose, then you will find appreciation. And once you find that appreciation, then it's like you can really let your guard down. There we go.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh no. Tell me this ain't the. Oh, okay. Well, wow.
Next card is the Emperor. So, what's the last thing I heard about the Emperor that I really like? Oh well, the struggles, and this. It's like you're coming to the space where you are opening your heart more, right? Ten of Cups. You're open to receiving and giving love that is of the unconditional variety, right? You can't get. I don't know if you can get Ten of Cups without unconditional love, or at least like limited conditional love. Um, and all these like burdens that you've suffered through, like it's all turned you into this emperor energy, into this person who is able to withstand storms and remain true. Like this is you operating in that new foundation that you've established for yourself. Is this Aries energy? It might be. Because then we have like Taurus and Aries, or Venus and Aries. I think some people also attribute Taurus to the emperor as well. I don't know about all that. To my love. Oh yeah. I'm slow. Thank you, Clorinda. And then we're ending up with victory. And this is what I was saying, right? I feel like you're going to find the ability to be victorious in whatever situation and circumstance that you're placed in. And that's what makes an emperor, right? That's what separates the emperors from the kings. Because I feel like the kings can be that when it's more easy, but an emperor can be that all the time, right? Like the emperor has mastery over every domain, whereas the kings have mastery over theirs. You're here just doing laundry. Okay. I did laundry earlier. Now we're on to pile 3. We're going to speed this up a little bit. Ooh, wow. I just saw this card. Pile 3, you have the 10 of Wands in reverse, if you can see it. This is interesting. We have the 10 of Wands in reverse, and then left on the bottom of the deck was the Chariot in reverse. And if you watch that video I did with the Chariot in reverse, the Tower upright, and the 10 of Wands, then it was like it spoke to cycles. There was a cycle in the past where you were feeling burdened. And through tower moments, you learn to release those burdens. You learn the lessons through the tower moment. So now you're in this chariot energy, right? Upright. But on the reverse, it was like if you try to run away from these towers, if you didn't learn the lessons that were trying to be taught to you through hands-on, real life, front row personal experience, then you're going to repeat these cycles. But with this in reverse, I don't know if you're like, you might not necessarily be on that chariot, but you definitely did everything that you needed to in the past. And you're definitely sorting through which burdens are worth hanging on to and which aren't, which burdens are completely other people's burdens, people who don't love, cherish, and or support you in any kind of actual way. And you're like, you know what? I carried these for you this far. Um, but I'm not carrying these anymore. It's like choosing your battles. Excuse me. But you're not fighting. Choosing your burdens. That's like the overall for this, I guess. And then we come to Crossroads and the Stork and the Lady. Oh, the Lady. You could be a divine feminine. Let me stay. You could be a divine feminine now because the lady showed up. We got the lady. The lady came out. But with Crossroads, the Stork and the Lady, well, it would be the Lady, Storks, and Crossroads. I think the lady's already made her decision. And because you've made the decision that you've made, because you are dropping these wands, you're really going to be coming into like who you were always meant to be. And I feel like with this lady, there's going to be a rebirth of like passion and fire and just like, it's like when you've been a mom since, okay, I've never been a mother, but it's like, if you've been a mother all your life, And then you get to the point where your kids are grown and they all leave the house, and you're like, okay, well, who am I now? Now that I don't have to take care of kids, now I don't have to run around and do this. Now I don't have to be like 15 different people all the time. Who am I? What do I like? And then I feel like there's this space where you might not know, but instead of falling into a kind of sort of existential midlife, quarter life, whatever life crisis, it's almost like you want to go out and experience everything to see what you like and to see what you don't like, because ultimately that's the best way to know what you like, is to try it, right? And so this is pile 3, yeah. Yeah, this is pile 3. I don't know if I mentioned that when I switched from 2 to 3, but we are on 3 now. And yeah, because with the storks, I feel like there was this huge monumental decision. And look, there's the tree again. So you could have put a lot of time into this. Trees also speak to family, right? Family trees, genealogy. This could be you with the tree, or with the crossroads and the storks. This could be the beginnings of the breakings of generational cycles and generational curses. And it's almost like, this is a singular lady striking out on your own, forging your own path, deciding what it is that you want to do, this is you deciding who you are without allowing someone else to tell you who you are, without allowing life experiences to dictate who you are. This is you deciding to be free, deciding to move forward, deciding to make changes, deciding to explore, deciding to see for yourself instead of being told, or instead of listening to other people or listening to the fear inside of you. This is deciding. And through, like, we go from crossroads to the stork. So if you're not stuck at a crossroads anymore, and if there's this change being brought in by the stork, then it means you literally had to decide. Because if you didn't decide, you'd still be at this crossroads, lady. But you're not. You're fine, Corinda. I don't think I said. Yeah. There's that journey. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Then we have these hostilities. I've been seeing hostilities so much. We got these hostilities that comes out with the Ace of Swords. You could be cutting out anything and anybody who would bring anything that is actively combating the peace that you are creating for yourself. Or you can begin to see the truth between the hostilities in the past and the truth behind someone's actions. It's like you know and you understand why someone is behaving the way that they're behaving. And you are no longer going to give them the power over you by reacting in the way that you've always reacted before. Because, lady, with this storks, like, you don't have to, like, things have changed. Things have most definitely changed. So you don't have to respond in the ways that you used to respond to before. And honestly, it's like, it's one of the quickest ways to just, I don't know, it's just like, put it behind you. It's easier said than done. I know. Life isn't easy. Life doesn't seem like it's easy. Sometimes life has to be complicated because that's what it's always been, or it's life. Life can't be easy. If things aren't naturally complicated, then we have to complicate them ourselves. Um, but I think it's time to come into full clarity and to come into full knowledge and to use and utilize your powers in ways that they should be used, right? And by your powers, I mean your time, your energy, your effort, because you could be exploring something brand new that actually fulfills you and makes you happy on multiple levels. Or you can like, I don't even think you're gonna, like, you've already made the decision. Like, we're already past that. We're already past that. And she's not looking towards this choice that she made in the past, by the way. Next we have The man holding a coin. This is interesting. I actually want to read this. Give me a moment. That could be a man with some coin coming in, and you're like, oh, all of my worries and all of my fears and anxieties are solved because my dude got coin. I need to be pile 3. Give me a man with some coin. Let me stop. It is my journey in this lifetime to make my own coin, I guess. I do want to read this really quick though. What number is this? I haven't been saying any of the numbers. This is number 43. The man holding the coin. What the? Hello? Reading now. Ain't nobody. Can y'all go back to the stuff I was like reading? Hello? Why did it just do this? Whoa, 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 whoa. Was I or was I not literally just on my phone like a few days ago reading what these entries were? I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why that just didn't pop up at the top. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, where are we? Looking for number 43. Ba, 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 ba. There's 38, 39, 41, 2, 3. 43, the man holding a coin. And I can hold it up, not that you can see it. So upright. The card shows a man sitting in a lushly flowering field holding a large bright coin. For men, this could indicate an aspect of yourself and a readiness to further your goals and receive increased health, money, or value in your life. Greater success is on its way when you take control of your own finances and act. This card upright could also reveal the assistance of a financial advisor or healer whom you already know or are soon to meet. This man is helpful and may bring sage advice concerning the action you need to take next. Be open to this person showing up with support, but always turn to your own intuitive guidance to weigh the information you receive. This could also signify a new love interest with a wealthy man or a man from work. Interesting, because the coin is also about health, right? That's where we get a healer. Um, and then what's coming out with this? This Page of Cups. Oof, ooh, ooh, Oh. I was like, what? It's coming out with this Page of Cups. So with this Page of Cups here, as you're turning away from everything old, you might be turning towards someone new. Maybe a man with some coin. Honestly, with the coin being family and with this being upright, I feel like this is a man. If it's not a wealthy man, if it's not a healer, I think ultimately, like, this is just like it's a man that you can actually build with, a man who values you. And it's someone who's going to come in and who isn't going to add a whole bunch more wands after. It's like sometimes we get in these situations where if we don't learn from what it is we just went through, when we repeat karmic cycles, it's like we jump, it's like out of the pan into the fryer, out of the pan into the fire or the fryer. In and out, guys. Pile 3, yes. I mean, I'm good over here, Miyoshi, but you just got booted out. What? I'm good over here, Miyoshi, but I mean, if you want to keep popping in and out, I appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah, I think this is something brand new. And this might be something that you're not used to. Like someone who actually values and supports you, like, oh my gosh, right? It's crazy. And it's like you're not gonna drop 5 wands to pick up 15. Because it's like you drop 5 wands and then you pick up 1 wand that you can tell is a little heftier than the other ones. And so maybe now you got 6 wands because 5 plus 1 is 6, and so you're feeling victorious. But it's like, you're on your way home, and then the more you carry this wand, the more you realize how heavy it actually is, and it's like 1 wand that weighs as much as 7 So then you're way over 10-1. So you're just like, how did it get this bad? I feel like I'm in it worse than I was before. But this isn't that energy. Um, it's like it might be a brand new feeling for you. So I feel like there may be a like a what do they call it? A knee jerk reaction to recoil from it. I think it might throw you for a bit of a loop because you're just not used to it. And it's everything you want and everything you know that you should and could have, but to actually get it, it's just like, whoa. Um, but continue with it and keep going with it. Um, don't be intimidated or overwhelmed by the man with this coin. Um, I think it's going to be a man who sees your worth. And then we have the world card. Yeah, this is going to be something completely different. This is a whole new world. This is a brand new world. Clarified by the Seven of Swords. This is what was taken from you. This is the happiness and the bliss that you could have had. I don't want to say you could have had the whole time, but like this is what your past was trying to get. This is what your past was trying to keep you from. And it's like there's this devil energy behind the scenes, right? There was this devil energy at the crossroads. The devil of the crossroads, right? That's what they call him. Like you go down to the crossroads and you make a deal with the devil and then you get something, but then you sell your soul. Um, but it's like you didn't do this, by the way. But there's this background devil type energy that's been trying to get you from pursuing something like this. So it's been tearing you down maybe since birth, right? Because with the tree up there again, right? It was like making choices that generations haven't made. Excuse me. So it's a brand new cycle. It's a whole new world. It's the world that was taken from you because it was taken from somebody else and it was taken from somebody else and it was taken from somebody else. And people kept making the choice to take. It's like, I couldn't have it. And so I'm going to take it from this person. And then that person's like, I didn't have it. So I'm going to take it from somebody else. I didn't have it. So I'm going to take it from somebody else. All right, Clorinda. No problem. Hopefully the fondant gets to working so you can finish that cake. But this is like it's a brand new cycle. It's a whole new way of doing things, and you don't have to worry about being a little page of cups. Um, being a page of cups is probably, I think it's going to be important for you to approach it from that page of cups energy, because the page of cups isn't jaded by what happened in the past, because it's almost like the page of cups doesn't have that experience. So it's the energy of like forget what you thought you knew about love, because that wasn't actual love that you experienced. That was some flavor of manipulation and or control that guised itself as love, that wanted to appear as love so that it could take it away from you and keep you bound to it, right? But it wasn't actual love. What's that song, Real Love? I ain't singing tonight. I'm getting a little tired. I'm searching for a thing or two. That's what I got for you, pile 3. And now, lastly but not leastly, on to pile 4. What is this card? Oh, wow. For pile 4, we get the Queen of Cups. All right, Queens. This is interesting. Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups specifically is Cancerian energy. But overall, you will claim pile 3 and pile 4. Um, it's Cancerian energy specifically, but it can be any water sign. The Queen of Cups is that motherly, loving energy. She's connected. She's intuitive. She is led by her heart, right? She's upright. She's a mermaid. She can do air and land. The Queen of Cups. This is Mercury right now. Mercury just went from the water to the beach. So maybe also some Aquarian energy. And Aquarian energy is, I feel like the intersection between the Mother Cups and Aquarius is like you love in like a different way that, and it's different because it's like authentic, maybe. And someone's like, what? This is real love? Potentially. Or maybe it's just like the way you show love to people isn't necessarily or hasn't always been the way that it's almost like people didn't necessarily know how much you cared about them. Maybe because like your love languages were different or something. Maybe I'm getting too deep into this. Maybe not. But it might be a little bit more important for you to express your love, especially if you're with someone whose love language is different than yours. But ultimately, like, this is you coming into who you are enough to present it to the world in a way that is still, it's not that you're naive, and it's not that you're gullible, and it's not that you are easily taken advantage of, but people might think that you are just because you're so open. It's presenting yourself in a way that is like vulnerable. There, it's vulnerable and it's honest and it's open, but it's not going to be taken advantage of. So let's get that clear. She's not going to be taken advantage of just because I come at you all like love and light and unicorns and cupcakes and sprinkles and rainbows. Don't mean that I'm going to put up with your garbage, because I've had enough of the trash in the past and I'm not interested in going back. Thanks. I'm a queen now. If you didn't know, you can take that mess somewhere else. Potentially. And then we have the fox and the house. Ooh, oh wow. Ooh, what? Pile 4. Okay. I cheated and I looked ahead at all the cards. Um this is gonna be interesting. Um it's almost like you take what I said from pile 3 and you like rewind the movie like an hour, right? It's like this is like 5 years later. This is the ever after from pile 3. Like you've made it. Pile 4. You've already done it. But if you didn't listen to pile 3, it's fine. Because I'm not gonna say go back and listen to pile 3. Give me more watch time minutes. Let me stop. You have the fox and you have the home. Right. The foxes, I'm getting it as like shapeshifter energy. It's not necessarily a trickster, but it's like the way that you operate, your house has completely changed. You are not the person who you used to be. It's like you did spring cleaning to the max. Like you spring cleaned so much that the house is just like brown now, because maybe it was a wooden house and you spring cleaned the paint off of the panels. So it's brown or it's white or it's opulent, it's magnificent, it's like marble pillars, and it's like it's what are those shows when they completely renovate houses, and it's like now someone comes and like, whoa, like you live here, like is this the same place you've always been? And you're like, yeah, it just needed a little bit of elbow grease and a few trips to IKEA and maybe a Hobby Lobby to hodgepodge some things together. And but yeah, this is the same place. And the other person, like, people just cannot believe it. And they're like, with this fox, they're like, wait, is this a trick? Like, are you lying to me? Like, this isn't the same place, is it? But it actually is. There's just an energy of total and complete transformation here in the best way. Um, Miyoshi, who this? You're power washing soon. Oh, snap. Well, there you go, K2. Speaking of power washing, I still need to get my half an hour in. I walk in place for at least half an hour just to move my body and I go outside. So you're redoing your entire house this month. Well, there you go. Um, and the extra card that y'all got, the extra card that y'all pulled for waiting this long, what's crossing all of this, what's really making all of this happen is this Nine of Pentacles. It's just like you did it. You did the work. Um, you could have put completely changed your physical situation. And if you haven't completely changed your physical situation, you've completely changed the way that you interact with your physical situation. Cause like, look at her. Look how bad she is. Like, look at them curves. Like, yes, and she knows it. I love it. I love her. I'm loving this energy. I should have chosen pile 4. Right? I should have chosen this. It's just like there's so much that you've come into, and these may have been like lifelong lessons that you're finally learning. Not finally learning, but it's like, I don't know, it's like lifelong lessons. It's like ways that things that you've had to put up with for a long time. It's like you are turning, like people say, like, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. It's like life gave you a bag of dog poop burning on your front yard, on your lawn, and you took the crap that life gave you and you turned it into fertilizer to really grow and establish who you are. Like, she got like pinnacle flowers. Like, what kind of special fertilizer? Like, only like you, like most people would be like, what is this crap? My life is crap. I was born into this crappy situation. Maybe, potentially, right? Take it as it resonates always. But it's like you've turned the crap that, like the literal crap that life gave you, and you used it as fertilizer because you refused to be defined by anyone else's standards, by like the circumstances you were born in. You refuse to be defined by any of it because you know who you are, and you've always known who you are, even in those times when you were presented with situations that didn't live up to the level of, even when you were in situations that didn't serve you. It's like you would be in them, but you were never quite completely broken by them. Because it's like whenever you started to reach your breaking point, you're like, I'm better than this. I know I'm better than this. Instead of being broken by it, whenever life would try to break you down, you would find strength. And like that's what you're going to be building off of. Um, yeah, do it. Change some stuff around. Move your bedroom. Oh, Miyoshi, Miyoshi sent me the Bagua map, so you can look at the breakdowns. Hold on, wait. I'll find the Bagua map and then I'll hold it up to the camera if you can read it. And then you can like take a screenshot and look at it later. Um, the Bagua map.
Let me find this Bagua map.
See, Miyoshi, thanks for sending it to me, even though I asked you not to. Because I was like, I don't know where I am. I don't want to know where I am in the house. Um, I'm sorry. And it should be right about up here. Here it is. Okay. Ooh, well, I don't know if you might have to like take a screenshot and then zoom in. Or you could just Google Bagua map. Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna make any sense. I tried. I'm sorry. But yeah. Look up Bagua map and it's based on looking in your house from the front door. There you go. Um and then the first tarot card, besides the extra card that I have coming out, we have the Queen of Swords again. The Queen of Swords is out again, and they're looking at each other. When I set this down upright, the queens are looking at each other. So I think there could have been some like self healing. There could have been a lot of deep healing. Deep healing to the point where that's why you could release all of the things that you released. Because it's like, in order to turn lemons into lemonade, you have to find the sweetness in it, or you have to add the sweetness if there wasn't any, right? In order to turn crap into produce, in order to turn crap into crop, you have to plant seeds and water seeds and irrigate the land potentially. And like, you don't just drop a seed in a bag of crap and then you get an ear of corn. Like that's not how it works. There's like actual work that went into it. And you've done a lot of it. Maybe you found yourself more spiritually, intuitively connected to your higher power, whatever you believe in, power for. And in that, it's like you there's this trust, there's this healing, there's this everything that's just been like, there's an element of surrender with the vulnerability of the Queen of Cups. I almost said the Queen of Wands. Um, but there's an element of surrender here as well. And you've really come out of your shell with that seashell throne back there. It's like you are the pearl that life created. You were the irritation. If there were people in your life who always tried to like make it seem like everything was your fault, or they always tried to put the blame on you, like you're the reason why I'm not doing this, you're the reason why I'm not doing that. It's like you were that speck of sand, or you were the irritation in the clam that, as it tried to constrict you and as it tried to contain you, it turned you into this beautiful, magnificent, glorious pearl. And now the whole clam is going to get busted just to get to you. So there you go. Rolling in the deep. Oh, don't get me started on Adele Miyoshi. Yeah. What is this card? Don't get me started. There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch, and it's bringing me out the dark. And we have cornucopia. Speaking of crops and fruits, y'all can't see this. Why is this so blurry? Cornucopia. It's like complete and total abundance. It's opulence. Opulence. Did I say opulence when I was talking about the house? Because that's what I saw. It was like, this is opulent AF. Opulence. Like, yes, opulence. You own everything. Opulence. You earn everything. Okay, I'm sorry. Rolling in the Deep by Adele. Rolling in the Deep by Adele. We could have had it all. Rolling in the deep. I left my heart inside your hands, but you played it to the beat. Like we could have had it all. But since you are who you are or were who you were, I had to leave. And now that I'm living gloriously, magnificently, don't you dare even think about approaching my throne, because we could have had it all. But you threw it away. So, thanks for turning me into this gorgeous pearl girl. But I'm gone. Peace. Bye. Yeah. Anyway, but now we have this door to personal healing and happiness. The cards clarify themselves. I love it. You step through this door to personal healing and happiness. And because you stepped through, y'all know I don't like this. But for pile 4, I'll make an exception because this is the perfect energy to be in if you want some of this. Some of that lovers action. Yeah, the lovers just came out on top of the door to personal healing and happiness. And we have the 9 of Pentacles here already. 9 of Pentacles is all about standing strong in who you are. But with this queen, with this double Queen of Cups energy, there's a vulnerableness from the heart, right? So you're gonna have to be a little vulnerable, girl, or dude, bro, girl or guy or non gender non-conforming person, however you choose to not choose, however you identify. Um, but so like let's not get it twisted because it is going to require some vulnerability. You're going to have to let somebody into this potentially. I mean, you don't have to let anybody into it because with the 9 of Pentacles, you're good on your own. But if you want someone to come in, I feel like as long as you stand in this queen of Cups energy, you're going to attract someone who is compatible with it. Right. Yeah, I feel like I don't really have to say anything more. K2. Yep, we did. But I set fire to the rain. Watched it pour as I touched your face. And see, I still can't remember. Rolling in the deep. She said something about fire in that too, right? There's a fire burning in my heart, reaching a fever pitch, and it's bringing me out the dark. And then set fire to the rain. So Adele is all about the fire and the water. Check out Sirius and the whatever, and the Fire Child and the Water Children, or whoever. Sirius and the Fire Child, all about water and the fire. Excuse me. Welcome to the Queendom. Oh no, it definitely is K2 for sure. And then we're gonna close this out with these last 2 cards, which are Storm Warning and the 6 of Swords. So with this Storm Warning, I feel like it could just be a warning, right? I feel like this storm warning could be people from your past, situations from the past, maybe an ex-lover or an ex group of folks who all like was this the pile or was it pile? No, pile 3 was a pile. Like this is like after the pile 3 comes the pile 4 almost. Because in pile 3 it was at like generational setbacks and curses sort of came up, or maybe not even just like within your family, but within someone's family. It's like I was treated like this, so I'm going to treat you like this, and then somebody else is like I was treated like this, so I'm going to treat you like this, and then somebody else was like I was treated like this, so I'm going to treat you like this, and so all of these people who've been treating you like this, it's like there's this storm that's coming in, but lucky you have the 6 of Swords coming out with the storm warning. So you could have the option to potentially completely avert it by just going in the direction that you are being led to go in, or by going in the direction that you're going in. Or if you can't avoid the storm, be grounded and centered in your inner peace and in your inner knowing and your inner understanding, so that as you're going through the storm, you can not be swayed or moved by it, where everything happens around you. And it's not going to be ideal if you have to go through it, but no, you'll make it through it with the 6 of Swords. So yes. You don't like the storm warning. I don't like storm warning either, but it came out with the Six of Swords. So it's like, this is not where you stop. Yeah. That's the only thing, I guess. But this, like, besides, is beautiful, right? Just continue to stand in who you are and continue to stand in your self-worth and continue to stand in your power. Continue to stand in that. And know that, like, if you face challenges before, you can face challenges again. To get what you ultimately want in the end. But it is an active process, right? This is an active process. You have to continue to show up and you have to continue to be in the energy that you want to be in. Because if you allow the storm to take something from you, then, ooh, with that King of Pennies. Can y'all see it? Nope. If you allow the storm to take something from you, then know what can be lost, know what can be taken, and know what can't be. Right? There you go. I have never seen the Truman Show. What card is this? Ooh, the Death card came out. I'm just shuffling these up as I put them away for not last and final messages. Oh, wow. The Death card and the Ten of Cups in reverse at the bottom of the deck. So there is this transformation to dynamics. Is that the Six of Cups? Is it in reverse? Nope, I think that's upright. Nope, they are both in reverse. So old past cycles, or maybe someone that you dealt with in the past who it didn't work with. If they try to come back, it might not work, or maybe they have changed. I don't know. Death card. Use your discernment on that one. But if you want better, sometimes you got to do better. Thank y'all for sticking with me. Thank y'all for wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? What? What you say my name for? Yes. Oh yeah, I've never seen the Truman Show. Sorry. Is that what you were saying? What? Like what? You've never seen the Truman Show? Yeah, I've never seen the Truman Show. I've never seen a lot of movies, honestly. But we are hoping, we're praying for, we're believing that you're gonna get a clean bill of health, K2, and you can make those health choices that you've been wanting to make. Because with the Nine of Pentacles, our bodies are our temples. So that's like us also taking care of our health in some ways. Wow, Venus is in Taurus now, y'all. I just got the notification. Material attraction, Venus in Taurus. 8 minutes ago. Venus has officially left Aries. Venus is breathing. Venus is so happy to be home because Venus was just in Aries, and Venus can work in Aries. It's like Venus has to work in Aries, so Venus doesn't like being in Aries. There we go. Venus has to work in Aries. So Venus doesn't like being in Aries, but Venus is home in Taurus now. So she's like, after a long day of not being who or where she's supposed to be, she comes back. She has her dudes fanning her. She has her dudes feeding her grapes. She has her dudes as her footstool. And she's like, okay, this is what I'm used to. This is Venus's house. This is how Venus does it. It's Venus is glad to be home. So that was Astromatrix. I use Astromatrix and Time Loop. I typically use Time Loop whenever I want to check the transits or where the planets are now. But Astromatrix gives me a notification whenever, like for the transits. It gives me a notification for the transits, right? So yesterday, at like 12 something central, it gave me the notification that Mercury had moved into Aquarius. Astromatrix. There you go. Thank you, Miyoshi. You found all your workout equipment. Oh, snap. I mean, if there's a little something you can, so like, I don't work out all the time, but if I can't get to the gym, then I will at least like walk in place for half an hour a day just to get my body moving. Um, but yeah, there we go. Hopefully you can continue using it. Oh, this lady just. Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't like what just came out. Ah. Let me stop. I'm supposed to be cleaning up the words, so let me stop. Y'all, I cannot believe this. So I'm shuffling, right? Y'all saw, well, y'all heard me shuffling cards. I don't know if y'all saw me shuffling cards. Four cards fell out. Oh, snap. Four cards fell out. And the top two cards that came out, this will be an interactive part. You saw my expression. I'm going to give you the first card that came out. Ooh, girl. Well, I'm going to give you the first card that came out. You guess the second card. So the first card that came out is the Gentleman. Who wants to guess what the second card that came out is? I'll give y'all a second to guess. First, we have the Gentleman. These are Lenormand cards, so they don't have all of the major arcana. But we have the Gentleman first. And you saw my expression. So the second card that came out, it's fine. You're not as familiar with the system. The second card is the Lady. The Gentleman and the Lady came out together and they're facing each other. So in this deck, it's only Gentleman and Lady Miyoshi. There isn't like a Rags and Riches like in Chad's. The Gentleman and the Lady came out. So yeah, you got it though. You got it. You got it, Miyoshi. But it wouldn't be a true twin flame story without a little bit of drama. So the third card that came out is Crossroads. It's time to decide. It's time to make a choice. And then the last card is the Mountain. The Mountain speaks to nearly insurmountable obstacles and stuff like that. So the way this is all working, the way it looks to me, and I'll hold it up so y'all can see maybe what it looks like to me. Yes, okay. So the Gentleman is facing the Lady, and the Lady is facing the Gentleman, and behind her is the Crossroads and the Mountain. So I think I'm going to take this as once you've scaled this mountain, once you've overcome everything that you needed to overcome, you come upon this crossroads. And I feel like we spend a lot of time in this crossroads space where we're looking forward. We spend a lot of time in this crossroads space where we're looking forward, but sometimes things might get a little slow and they might get a little bit difficult. And so we might backtrack to the crossroads and then we look at this mountain, right? And it's like I feel like this was the energy that we've sort of been in. She's like she's going, things get hard, she turns around, she's going back to the crossroads. She's like, "Oh, maybe I should go back. Maybe I shouldn't leave, blah blah blah, whatever." But once you overcome this mountain, once you make the decision, once you start coming up this tree, it's like waiting for her at the tree is the Gentleman. Like the Gentleman is waiting. And this is like they both go through this, right? They both go through the mountain and the crossroads, right? This could be either one. But, typically with the way the journey typically portrays itself, at least through the larger story that is told, um, we have the gentleman who is still facing this crossroads and still facing the mountain. And then you have the lady who is beyond it. So a lot of times they'll say like it's the masculines that take longer because he's still facing in that direction. He still hasn't decided yet. He has to go through first, he has to make a decision and then go through the mountain to get to the lady. But it's like the lady goes through the mountain and then makes a decision, and that's why she's like waiting, right? But they came out facing each other. So take all of that, how it resonates. All of it. All of it. All of it. See? Well, there you go. All up in my cards, K2. All up in the cards. That was interesting. Wow, what a way to end it off, right? Oof. Potentially. I love that word, potentially. Potential. Now it's time to shuffle up these energy oracle cards for the final message. Final messages. I'm going to have to timestamp this up. I'm going to have to timestamp this video up. The video ain't even starting until like an hour in. Okay. Oh, wow. The Temple Path. I want to read the Temple Path. But the Temple Path is what came out. And the Temple Path, to me, speaks of like holy journeys, right? It's like 1,000 steps to reach the temple. And it's one that we're continuously working towards. And then on the bottom of the deck, of course, who else would it be but the Angel of Love? The Angel of Love upright at the bottom of the deck. Goodness. We can't escape it, can we? Not that we want to. Love is amazing. I love love. I'm a love reader now. This is what I do. Come to me with all of your love questions and I will answer them. Let me stop. Please don't. Don't do that. I still suggest that you go to your favorite reader who is well versed in the meanings of the cards that are more associated or could be interpreted in a way more of a relationship rather than sort of like in a way that is avoidant of anything that could be even remotely associated with love or relationships. So, yeah. But let me read this really quick because I want to. The Temple Path is number 12. I almost said 11. I almost guessed 11. But it's number 12. We not speaking that affirmation. Let me stop. I'm just sort of kidding. Oh, there's number 7. Community. Let me hold it up. Even though it's like blurry, y'all can't really see. The Temple Path. The Temple Path is spiritual purpose and support. Upright. Receiving this card represents your own spiritual evolution. Your own spiritual evolution. You go through your spiritual evolution, the other person goes through their spiritual evolution, and then spiritually you end up together. Potentially. Because the Angel of Love is at the bottom of the deck. Maybe this is Spirit's love for you. This is God's love for you. This is your angel's love for you. This is the love that you should have for you. Let me stop. Okay. Receiving this card represents your own spiritual evolution. The winding path you are on leads to a blessed temple and a lovely garden, symbolizing the spiritual destiny your soul has had in mind for this lifetime. This card, upright, is here to tell you that what you're going through now is all a part of your soul's process. You are on your karmic path and heading in the right direction, and the choices you make now are important for your personal growth and life lessons. The lights around the temple represent the spirit world, your family members and friends, angels and guides. all the loving spirit helpers who long to assist you. Call upon them and be open to their wisdom and inspiration. This is a wonderful, life expanding time. So keep in mind your personal priorities as well as your spiritual connection. Keep in mind your personal priorities as well as your spiritual connection. And that has been a theme here. It's been a theme, right? When we was talking about them spiritual coins and physical pinnacles. Oh, there goes my left ear. My left ear is ringing now. They're like, yep, speak it. I think some people do it. I don't know. It's different ears mean different things for different people. Anyway, this is a wonderful life expanding time. So keep in mind your personal priorities as well as your spiritual connection. Following your higher intentions will help you move your life forward in dramatic ways, and connecting with spirit and your higher self will have a wonderful influence on all that you experience. On all that you experience. So I'm going to go ahead and say that this angel of love is your angels and guides in spirit, and maybe not necessarily a different person. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that. Or also, it could be both. Um, don't let me tell you anything. Always use your own intuition. I just wanted to read some cards today. Or a warning to heed what was just said. Ooh, you right. You right. Like, listen up. This is for you, Buster. Stay on that journey. Don't stop moving. Because it's like once you stop moving, well, never mind. I'm not going to say that. That's my own personal insight. For me as a reader, that means that this is something that y'all, it's going to mean something different for everybody. So whatever comes to my mind is for me, and whatever comes to your mind is for you. And if you can't figure it out, that's on you, not me. Let me stop. Spiritual Pinnacles, songs like a song. It's been coming out a lot. AKA, get your life. LOL, Miyoshi. We do love us for our self love. Yep, amen. Let me stop. Let me stop. Ooh, that's a whole bunch of cards, but the Ten of Pentacles did just make an appearance. I'm only asking for one card, 3 cards at the most. And that don't mean give me 5 cards because I said 3 cards at the most. 1 card, please. I will take up to. Oh. See, y'all ain't fall. See, y'all slick. How many cards is that? Oh, that's 4? It's 5. If don't nothing fall out, I'm going to take those 5 cards. I'll give it 3 more shuffles. 1, 2, 3. Okay, well, I'm reading all these cards. So we got the 9 of Swords that came out in the deck. A few of these flipped over. Actually, there was another one that flipped over. Here it is. Okay. Oh, nice. Love this energy. Left at the bottom of the deck is the 5 of Wands. Speaking to chaotic times. 5 of Wands. So the cards that flipped over, in the middle of the deck are the 9 of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune. So, like what kept you up before, I feel like that's a lot of your anxieties are going to be resolved fairly soon because the wheel is going to begin turning. But, also remember to play an active role now because we're driving our cars. We're no longer really being driven. And last but not least is the Hierophant. So we have Gemini energy, Jupiterian energy, and Taurian energy. What was that? Who's that? That's an app game. I gotta go to the bathroom. So I feel like a lot of the things that have been keeping us up at night are in the process of changing and moving. So if you're feeling lighter, that's probably what it is. But with the Hierophant, I think it's going to require commitment. It's going to require us to be committed to whatever is coming. Because if we don't keep doing what it is that gets us out, don't keep doing what it is that gets us out of the spaces that we are in or we're in, then there's a possibility that we can go back to them. It's a commitment. It's a continued work. The temple path is a path, right? It's not a destination. It's a path. You continuously walk the path. You don't get something that you like along the path and then stop. It's like the story of, I don't think it was the Canaanites. Whoever was wandering the desert for 40 years. I should know the story. It's escaping my memory. But they got like manna and something else every day. They got food every day. It fell from the sky. They ate, right? But like, although they were getting fed every day, they got a little paranoid because they're like, what if the food doesn't fall from the sky tomorrow? So we should hang on to the food today just in case it doesn't come tomorrow. And then the food that they held on to spoiled because you're not meant to hold on to it. Like, you're meant to continuously receive it and to be open to continuously receiving it, to be open to continuously walking the path. Shut up and drive, 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 drive. Going 0 to 60 in 3.5. Baby, you got the keys. Miyoshi, stop. Ooh. This is 6 cards. No, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 6 cards. I was bamboozled. I thought this was 5. So we start with the Temperance. Temperance is the angel. And right after the angel, guess who we have, folks? You guessed right. We got the devil. We got the Temperance and the shadow side, the angel and the devil, right back to back. So we're going to do it this way. On the top, on the bottom, on the top, on the bottom. Wow. 2 more pages. Pages are coming out in doubles today. And we already saw. Oh, I was going to say with this, since the Hierophant made an appearance, you might want to check out Pile 2. Potentially. Maybe something in Pile 2 will resonate for you somewhere. Maybe. Since the Hierophant came out. But on the Temperance side, on the angel side, we have the Page of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. So I think this is going to be us balancing this need to move, balancing this need to go, 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 go. I want to get this. I want to get that. I want to get this. I want to get that. Balancing that with this Page of Pentacles energy that is more like tending, caring, loving, more long standing. So I think it's going to be pursuing things that we can put a lot of work into, but that we have an equal amount of passion for, right? That's going to be one way for us to get the wheel turning, potentially. And then, second of all, we have on the shadow side, we have this Knight of Wands and this Eight of Pentacles. This is interesting because we go from the Page of Wands to the Knight of Wands, and we go from the Page of Pentacles to the Eight of Pentacles. So both of these are a step up because the Page is brand new. And with the 8, that's like years long dedication and mastery. This is mastery. The Page is brand new. But this came out with the shadow side. So I think it's just to like really stay in that temperance energy. Don't go so quick that you don't dedicate time and energy and effort to the things that require your time and energy and effort right now. You may be getting insights, you may be getting seeds right now that will turn into mighty trees later, but they need to be tended for. They need to be tended for and cared for now. Also, at the same time, don't spend and dedicate so much time to one thing that you miss an opportunity to pick something else up, that you miss an opportunity to pivot, that you miss an opportunity to receive a word, to receive guidance, to receive direction from someone else or something else. Don't be so stuck right now. Stay flexible, but stay the course. Remain a page. Don't, if you're coming into something brand new, the wheel of fortune is turning in this 9 of Swords energy. I literally just told, at first I didn't know why I told the story about the people with the bread that fell from the sky, but this is the reason why. Don't hang on to anything because don't hang on to anything out of a fear that it won't come tomorrow. Remain a page, because if you start to hang on to stuff, it's going to begin to spoil, right? And that's it. They literally just told the same story in like 6 more cards. So I could have just like followed my first mind and not read the other 6 cards, because I was like, if nothing comes out, then I'll read these. So it just clarified it. That's it. But I do want one card now because I'm putting the deck away and I forgot to leave the card upright. I always leave a card upright when I put a deck away. That's why I ask for one final card before I put a deck away. And there's the card. What turned over? Let's see. The card that turned over is the 8 of Pentacles. Interesting. With the bottom of the deck being Temperance. Temperance is the new bottom. What's next to Temperance? The Page of Wands. Is the Page of Pentacles next? No. Yes, she is. I ain't even shuffle these that well. You know what? I'm going to give these a real shuffle, because I don't like that shuffle. Ooh, now we got the Chariot. Okay, cut to the Chariot. That was not a good shuffle. Thank y'all for sticking with me this long. Again, I appreciate it. It's been nearly 2.5 hours. Oh my gosh. No, it's not shuffling. Oh, now my right eye is starting to act up. There we go. Okay, then I'm going to cut it and I'm going to give it one more shuffle just to really mix these up. With Justice at the bottom of the deck. Justice coming in. Justice coming in for the win. Justice and the Sun. Wow, that's interesting. Y'all see that? Can y'all see it? Justice and the Sun. What's in the dark is about to come to the light, sweeties. It's about to come to the light. It's about to be made right by coming to the light. It's about to become public knowledge. Everyone is going to see it. When we're talking like tea girl, it's like Boston Tea Party. Anyone in town, everyone in town is going to know. People are going to be able to smell that tea in the harbor from like miles away. You're going to have people coming from other towns. You're going to be like, wait, how did you hear about this tea? And people are like, well, I smelled it. Like, you can smell it within a 100-mile radius, so everybody knows. Somebody might be shook. Might be. Good night, K2. Don't need another long night. Got you. Gotcha. I hope you get to feeling better. I hope you get some rest. And yeah, it's basically over anyway. But thank you. Oof, maybe. Oh my gosh, I asked for one card. I'm not going to read all of these, but Justice just came out again with the moon at the bottom of the deck. So at first the sun was at the bottom of the deck. Now the moon is at the bottom of the deck. I don't even know if you can see it. But there's this Justice and this Emperor. So I think there has definitely been someone who has been shouldering something in silence, maybe because they were under the impression that they wouldn't be believed. But instead of falling under the pressure, they've chosen to hold their head high and to continue living their lives with integrity and with honesty, even if their integrity and honesty was questioned because of the circumstances around them. And they were holding that, just like it's been weighing on them, but they've chosen to move in silence and to keep as much of their integrity as they could instead of giving in to whatever narrative someone else was spinning. But, a lot of that is about to be cleared up. And you're going to appreciate not dragging your own name through the mud when someone else tried. You're really going to appreciate it. Potentially. Bruh. With the Knight of Wands, I'm not reading you. I'm sorry. Just give me one card. I'm ready to go. I need to timestamp this video. I didn't even timestamp the last one, and I wanted to. Shoo, I don't know what I was doing. I ain't coming with a plan. You don't even have to try and figure it out. It's waving at people. It's waving at people now. Can I get one card, please? I don't want to have to tell a whole story. I'm ready to be done. Give me one card. If you don't give me one card and 5 shuffles, then I'm just going to pull the card from the bottom and move it to the top and then read the new bottom. 1, 2. See, now they start to come out. 3, 4, 5. Okay. The star, Aquarian energy. And the new bottom is the 2 of swords, which is Libran energy. Choose hope. Choose the path that's the brightest. Choose the path that makes you feel the best. Choose what makes you feel alive. You know, you make me want to shout. Choose the path that makes you shout. There you go. That was easy, relatively painless. Oh, that's my bread. Okay, well, thank you, K2 and Zelda and Bloomin' Rose and Miyoshi and whoever else views this video. It has been a mighty long time. I hope you found something in here somewhere that resonates and makes it worth your viewing time. If not, then thank you anyway. I appreciate it. And lastly, but not leastly, have a great night. And I'm going to find the box for these cards so I can put them away. It's been fun. It's been real fun. I've enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope we've enjoyed it together. And if you wouldn't mind, not if you wouldn't mind, but lastly, if you made it this far in the video, which I'm going to assume not too many people have, and I'm actually going to leave these cards out because I need to post a card on my Instagram today. I made a new Instagram. It's called The Hierophant. I'll put it in the chat right here. You don't have to give me a follow, but I feel like it's time that I mention it, even though I'd rather remain at 0 followers, honestly. I just think it's time that I open the door, right? So I believe, actually, let me check real quick. It might be all one word. And the Hierophant did come out like twice today, right? So maybe that's another confirmation that it was time. I was actually going to open up this video by saying that, but I didn't because, you know, I don't know. It might be all one word. Well, this is how you spell it. If it's either one word or 2 words, and you'll find it. It's the Hierophant because I have a lot of Taurus energy and I'm a Pisces sun. And what I try to do is I try to pull a card a day and I try to read it in a way that would give you a new perspective for the day or something else to think about. So it might not necessarily go completely off of the meaning of the card. I mean, it's basically in the meaning of the card, but yeah. So check me out if you like. Don't feel pressured to follow. Let me stop saying that because like why put it out there? Why like do it halfway, right? Check me out on Instagram. Give me a follow if you like. If you want. And also I did put my Amazon wish list and my Snapchat, not Snapchat, and my Cash App. If y'all want to drop a little love donation, that's also something that I'm not necessarily comfortable with. But you know, I figured if I put it in there, it's in there. I'm probably gonna add my Instagram in there as well. Just because I feel like this is gonna be the next phase of me moving and coming into more of who I am. And I feel like part of me really truly learning to accept and value myself is to at least give people the opportunity to do these things if they want to for me, right? Or at least that's where I am now. And now I'm feeling the cool breezes, so I know I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all's later. Thanks again for stopping by. Might rewatch this and timestamp it up. Just for the 4 piles: pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4, and then the takedown. For anyone who wants to watch. Um, so yeah, thank you again, Miyoshi, for moderating. I appreciate it. Time. Thanks again to the folks that came through, and I appreciate it. I appreciate y'all interacting with me and making me feel comfortable. It's all a part of my Temple Path journey, being a little more seen in this lifetime, not in the shadows so much, just dropping little jewels randomly to random folks who pass by and are in need of a minor word of encouragement, maybe because of some persecution from lives before, maybe not. Maybe I'm fresh and this is my first life. Who knows? Now I'm just rambling. But yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all's laters, and I hopes everyone's has a good nights and ors, afternoons and ors, evenings and ors, before all that. Bye.